Hi, it's Renee. A lot to tell. Welcome again to my channel. Today I want to talk about kids, safety, and predators. When we hear so much about children missing all across the world, it is such a horrible thing, I'm sure, for a parent to experience. And I'm sure it's frightening and it can be so devastating. As I was growing up, my mom taught us, me and my two sisters, that when strangers come around, you don't talk to them. When you're at home and you're by yourself, you don't open the door. You don't accept anything from them like candy and stuff like that. We need to be extra careful when it comes to our children. We have to teach them, because children don't come in this world already knowing what is safe and what's right and what's wrong. We have to, as parents, teach them what is right and what is wrong. And when it comes to strangers, even people that you know, maybe even people you're related to, we need to teach them touching you in a certain area is wrong, whether it's in school, whether it's from a friend or a relative, like I just said, because it could be devastating on the child. And as we've heard all over the world, people are coming out years and years later talking about what happened to them. And then when they mention it to the parents, at the time it happened, the parents don't seem to believe it or listen to them, and we need to start listening to our children. So incident almost occurred years ago with myself. See, I monitor my children. I know what they say, what they think, how they feel, how they move, how they go about the house. I notice so much about what they do and how they do it. And when I discovered going in one day that my kids was quiet, that's not my kids. My kids make a lot of noise when I come back from work. They were younger at the time, and this person did something, thank God, not exactly sexual towards them, but enough to make the mom come out and say something about it. I've even had one of my grandkids where this person of high position was trying to offer my grandchild candy, sitting right next to me, and my grandchild kept moving on my lap, looking behind me, and I'm like, what is he doing? What is he doing? And I thought he was just uncomfortable, but the person next to me was secretly trying to show him candy in his pocket, and I guess he wanted to build his trust that way. So after I saw that, thank God that we handle things decent and in order, and I made it very clear, do not offer my children or my grandkids anything. So we got to watch out for those people that try to build this closeness with our kids by giving them candy or giving them money. That's called, trying to build the trust. But you still have to let them know, if they cannot give them this in front of you, it's wrong to give it to them when you're not looking, because that's another way for a predator to come to the house when possibly you're not there, and the kids are like, oh, I remember you gave me candy, you gave me this, you gave me that. No, that needs to stop. We need to teach our kids about people that play on their innocence and do all kinds of horrible things that we won't discover until later on. So teach your kids about safety, about strangers. Don't go to cars. Oh, I know your parent, I know your mom, and all of that. They need to know when it's time for them to come home. They need to come home. Don't get in no cars with strangers, not even some people that you know. But pay attention to your children's behavior. If you're around people and all of a sudden the way you usually see them and it starts changing, they're getting too quiet, they don't hardly say anything, when that person comes around they look nervous, we're not making accusations, we're just trying to be safe. Talk to your kids and find out what's going on, and I think it would be so much better in the long run, and we can stop these predators from going around attacking our families. Take care.